Over.
Okay, good evening, councillors, officers, everybody. We'll make a start. It's just gone 6:30. Excuse me. First item on the agenda is the evacuation procedure. So on hearing the evacuate signal, please carry out the following. Exit the building by your nearest safest exit. All visitors report to assembly point G. All staff report to their designated assembly point on Woolpack Way car park. Do not leave the assembly point for any reason until told to do so by the incident controller or fire brigade officer. Item number 2 is apologies for absence. Members away on official council business.
Councillor Simpson and Councillor Clues is his substitute. Sorry.
Councillor Chambers has got held up on the way here, but he's hoping to make it.
That'll be quick. Okay, thank you.
You set the pace, are you?
Absolutely.
Jolly good.
Item number 3 is the disclosable pecuniary and non-pecuniary interests. There are none. Thank you. Item number 4, public participation.
No questions.
Thank you, Chief Exec. Item 5, the minutes of the Executive Board held on the 14th of February of this year.
Move them.
Moved.
Second.
All those in favour? Thank you very much. Okay. Item number 6 is the external auditor's report. Now we do have, I think, Sayesh from Ernst & Young.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, that's correct.
Yes. Welcome. So this is the audit letter for 1920. Anybody got? You will remember that it was circulated to the board in March, and the report presents the annual audit letter from Ernst & Young for the same year. I think it's fair to say that we were disappointed with the lateness of the report, the audit, but I think we've covered that on numerous occasions in this board and others. Is there anything you would like to add?
Thank you, Chair. No, there's nothing specific on my side. I just would like to add a big thank you to the finance team members for the hard work that they put in. I've spoken to Sue Garner on numerous occasions, and we've planned to have the 2021 audit commenced very shortly.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Hayfield.
Just adding that I think we must congratulate Sue and her team. I've moved the report be noted.
Thank you. That's
Just had a slight query on page 34 about some work that's identified about to undertake a detailed exercise to identify all the leases. I just wondered whether that was in progress or whether there had been any action on it. But again, congratulations Sue on an amazing feat of being able to get this through.
So your question is, as the work?
Yeah, just is the work in progress. It obviously looks like quite a lengthy process, and I just wondered if that's managed to be started on.
Chair, if I may just comment, we've not really started properly yet. The item has been deferred as a requirement to be done. But yes, it is approaching.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that's been moved by Councillor Hayfield. Second. In fact, Councillor Morrison.
No, first one I did.
Oh, sorry. Okay. It's moved by
I'll do
Councillor
it anyway.
Hayfield, seconded by Councillor Simmons. All those in favour? That is unanimous. Thank you. Thank you very much. Item number 7 is the pay policy statement 20 22-23. The council updates its pay policy annually, and this report gives the updated version. 22-23. Questions? Councillor Gosling.
In the annual essential car use allowance, I'm just kind of debating whether or not there's a greener way to present it. And obviously, if we've got the vehicle capacity side with an increment going up, so larger cars are entitled to more funding. From a green carbon footprint kind of point of view, would we be better encouraging lower carbon forms of transport with our allowances? Or could we use our allowances to promote lower carbon?
Not really, no. I mean, these are based around HMRC's, I guess, wouldn't they?
Generally, we do try and certainly particularly to take all the existing for existing members of staff particularly.
Yeah, absolutely. Just clear.
Thank you for your question.
No.
Move the recommendation, Chair.
So it's been moved by Councillor Hayfield and seconded. Oh, thank you. So moved by Councillor Gosling. All those in favour? Unanimous. Thank you. Item number 8 is the adoption of the Water Orton neighbourhood plan. This is the 7th neighbourhood plan to be put to a referendum. And as it says in the report, the referendum took place on the 19th of May. 94% voted in favour of this council taking the plan into consideration when it considers planning applications. I think the only thing we would say is congratulations to everybody that was involved in getting this plan through. Councillor Hayfield.
I think, I don't know if we've done it in the past, but I think we ought to, on behalf of the Borough Council, write to the Parish Council congratulating them on this, on achieving this neighbourhood plan. I don't know if we've done it in the past, but I just think it's a relatively small thing. It'd be a nice gesture for the Parish Council.
Councillor Riley.
Thank you, Chair. Just to echo your comments, this neighbourhood plan has been produced entirely by volunteers with the support of our officers. They've done it with the challenges of COVID. It's come across a really short time production, so I think it's excellent work all round and much needed by all.
No, thank you.
I want to take to write to them. I think probably after speak to council, just so you don't congratulate them. You're going to then decide whether or not you're to adopt. We get the cart and horse in the right way, but it's only a week, so I can spend a few minutes strategy.
I'm entirely happy with that, in which case I'll move the recommendation.
Thank you. I think it shouldn't be underestimated the considerable amount of work that goes into these to getting this to a referendum stage. And as Councillor Riley said, all done by volunteers in the vast majority of cases. We could perhaps retrospectively write to the previous 6, congratulating them. I know, Forlongley in my neck of the woods was not that far. Not that long ago, just Okay, so it's been moved and seconded. Councillor Humphrey, sorry.
Well, I think we should applaud them for the volunteers. I know Austria was done by volunteers, etc. At the time, with a little bit of cash from the money that was available, and they asked some questions, use that money to ask some people. But I mean, it shows real buy-in if the volunteers have done it, because the community have put it in themselves, rather than getting sending a consultant who's going to give you what he thinks is done. I think it's very, very well done.
Absolutely. So it has been moved and seconded. All those in favour? Again, thank you. That is unanimous. Excuse me. Item number 9 is the transformation team updates. So the corporate plan states that the updates will be given to this board on progress the council is making with regard to the transformation agenda. The new team was established only last year to review these systems, working procedures to help with our modernising of services. The board sets out the work team to date, how it goes about the transformation reviews, and details some of the investments and savings made.
Councillor Wilson. Can I inquire who's on this team?
Chairman, through you, you have two, in fact, a large proportion of the team here. Trudy is the transformation manager, Gary is her line manager. Do you want to just detail the staff you've got and who's doing what?
Yeah, through you, Chair.
Right, thank you, Chair.
So there's 4 project officers, just over 3.6, we appointed in addition to me. One of them is predominantly working on the environment system, one of them is predominantly working on environment health, and one within our planning service. So it's potentially having 3 new systems in 1 year. It's quite an ambitious work programme ahead of us, in addition to what we've set out in the appendix 4. And that is not exhaustive, just what we're currently working on.
To you, Chair, it would be helpful if you put that in the draft form on the website. Please.
That's
Thank you. Any other comments or queries or questions? Councillor Jennings.
Thank you, Chair. In Appendix 4, in the table in Appendix 4, can I just ask what the difference is between something being in progress and something being partially complete?
yeah, so if it's through you, Chair, if it's partially complete, it's in progress, but it's not actually fully complete. So where we've got, good point actually. yeah, very good point.
Just something different's right, isn't
Yes.
it?
Not fully complete, almost complete.
It's nearer to completion than started.
Chairman, as I understand it, in terms of in progress is we've started it, partially complete is we've started to get some problems.
Yes.
But yeah, it's congratulations, you win the prize. Set out in that.
Nearer to completion.
Thank you. Any other comments? Councillor Simmons.
In relation to that completion status, then, would it be useful to have the target completion as part of the table? Timescale, milestones.
We've got the status to say that it's complete, so we can give you more information on what we've achieved in which.
Not necessarily that, not in status, but in terms of, for example, this one, housing homelessness, you've got in progress, but in target completion is when
it's going.
December 22, 23.
Absolutely. Something we can do.
Councillor
Thank you. Just 2 points. Yeah, it's the antisocial behaviour and the compliments and complaints has not been started. It's just if I was a member of the public, the one on the compliments and complaints would be worrying.
Do you, Tom? So it's a list that comes through to us from different sources, from our management team or something that we picked up through working requirements. So it's not to say that complaints and compliments aren't a priority. It's just that looking at the internal process, it's obviously made on Friday, so we can certainly prioritise that in terms of accessibility.
So that'll be in progress next.
Absolutely, Martin.
Thank you.
Chair, I mean, just to be absolutely clear, it's the process behind it rather than complex. We are, because I have a few stage teams, the process continues. It's the sort of back office, and it relates particularly to some staffing changes. So, for example, as you know, Karen Stewart retired, Kirsty Harvey's there, taking that role, and so therefore we're looking for complete recruit to that. We're looking at all the procedures behind it, and so it's partly an opportunistic thing. So, any ranking.
Councillor Hayfield.
So I'm just dragging this out. We're doing so well to this point, aren't we? So when you've done this, and it's all complete, then what? What's actually what difference are you going to make with this?
Will transform.
No, it's a provocative thing to say, yes, you've done it. But so what? What then happens that makes all this worthwhile?
Well, through you, Chair, so a lot of the processes that we've looked at, there is a lot of room for improvement. A lot of our behaviours come from having a poor IT system, things that have been in place for 15 years plus, and the way they haven't been modernised and upgraded, sort of really poor behaviour. So we haven't had a new system implemented since 2014, and we have 3 to do in the next 12 months. So we're hoping that a lot of actually just practices will be implemented and change of mindset and thinking as part of that. So we don't just replace system to system. We are talking to colleagues and challenging each other and getting us to work in a smarter way.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Councillor Foley.
Just to pick up on that point, when you are talking to colleagues, are we also looking at other councils and best practice elsewhere and kind of bringing in the wider experience?
So we've got colleagues that we talk to with our immediate, and like the things that when we went to start charging, so we might bring a report into present boards, where we haven't increased our charges or we don't currently charge for services, we then do a comparison across the councils.
It's an example of that would be licensing, where I think it's more the Hampton system that we've looked at in terms of making it a bit more self-serve, less something to go down and copy various things. That's not a direct lift and take the tool perhaps out of it, but we usually thought about and thought.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly looks like, in certain circumstances, we sort of brought ourselves into the 21st century. For instance, I notice on the play area inspections, removed the paper form for the crew, and now the forms are completed on a mobile device and stuff like that. So it's just making things much more efficient and user friendly. Good stuff. Thank you very much. So I'll move that from the chair, seconded by Councillor Humphreys. All those in favour? Yeah, that's unanimous. Thank you. Item number 10 is the exclusion of the public and press.